Hey, this Big Dog Lay with Big Dog Fitness 434-804 here at the Great Gridiron Gym. Y'all ready to see me in relationship related, get it on in this good old conversation? Let's get it, baby. Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's go in here and see what's up.
But like I said, I do this all day. If you look at my YouTube content, I do a lot of motivational talking.
What's your YouTube channel?
Big Dog Fitness 434-804. Right. Everything is Big Dog Fitness 434-804. Right. But it's more than just fitness. That's the main thing I tell people. It's more than just fitness. It's mostly, it's a mind state and a mental thing. Like, people got to understand you can't waste time in life. Like, you only get 24 hours in a day. And if you're trying to achieve something and you got to sleep 8 of it or 6, me 4 to 6, really 4. And then you got like kids. You got a job, work 8 to 10, 12 hours. All right, how much hours you got left? Maybe 6. You got to eat. That's 3. You got to wash your ass. I know I wash my ass twice. That's 2. But you got 1. And what most people do? Either getting high, getting drunk, out partying, watching TV, worrying about social media and shit. And then they wondering why they're not at where they supposed to be. Right. So I tell people with my type of lifestyle, my type of mindset on all this shit, because I built this shit up from nothing. I started a whole new page with 0 followers and just started running whatever I could do. Learning from there, making content, pictures, posting shit, all that, just anything I could do. Yeah. Learning from YouTube and stuff like that, and that's why I say, are you really researching what you're doing? People want to be out here like, I want to be this, I want to be that, but you haven't even researched what it is, how to actually do it. You just want to sit there and say, you got this type of talent, and then you just going to tell people, hey, I can teach you this, when it don't work like that. Like LeBron probably, he probably like, right now at this time, I can't teach nobody how to be LeBron. And some people want to be LeBron. They don't work like that. Right. You got to train that, you got to research, you got to learn what works for you. But people ain't taking the time out of that, and that's why I got to say, let me go ahead and make a business out of this. From scratch, don't know nothing about it. I was like, man, I know what personal training is. I know how to train people. I've been training people all my life. But subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was out of shape, I played sports. I had homeboys that want to learn some shit. I know, because anything I do, video games, sports, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to do the best I can at this shit. So, best of my ability at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm the best in it, but I'm going to put my best foot forward. Because you can't control what you really is. You can't control them, though. That's all public, you know what I'm saying, perception, how they feel about you. If you're an artist, it's up to them to think your art that good. A lot of people be getting caught up in that shit. Nah, worry about what you can do, the best you can do. And whoever likes that shit, they like that shit. Whoever don't, fuck them.
So if you was given an opportunity to change what you do, would you?
What? If I had an opportunity to change what I do? Like profession?
Yes.
Nah. This is what I like to do. I tell people, I like training motherfuckers. I like helping people get to where they got to get to. I was 340 pounds fat, and I ain't have nothing but like, I ain't had no time, first of all. I got kids. I was taking care of my daughter. She was an infant when that's what made me change my life, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm 22, 340 pounds out of shape, and I got a daughter here. And I'm like, man, by the time she turned 18, I'm going to be 40. And I'm like, right now, that's why I'm 18 years left, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, let me go ahead and figure out something. So went to YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and seeing different fitness guys and shit like that on Facebook and shit. I'm like, and then one of them, CT Fletcher, I watched his video. You know what I'm saying? That thing just woke me up like, I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker talking about heart transplants and shit like that. He 50-something years old, pumping iron like that. I'm like, all right, so that maybe I gotta go ahead and start lifting weights. I played football most of my life, so I got some weightlifting experience. Not no good, you know what I'm saying, form and shit like that, just lifting and shit. My daddy was one of them type of niggas anyway. He was benching 450 by himself. You know what I'm saying? With no spot. You know what I'm saying? He known for this shit. I'm from Farmville, Virginia, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Richmond in 98.
You said where? Brunswick?
Farmville, Virginia. But that's right all by there. You know what I'm saying? All in that Danville, South Hill. You know what I'm saying? All that area. So I'm from there. My dad known out there. Known out there for being hard.
You know any Hurts and Watkins?
I know some Watkins, but like I said, I moved from there in 98. So like I know my immediate family. And maybe if I see them in face, I might know them, but I tell motherfuckers, don't be trying to link. I be up here most of my life. And I'm about where the money at. and ain't no money there. You know, it's good, huh?
How old are you?
29.
29.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So how many kids you say you had?
I got one, and then I took a brother first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was 5 at the time. So I, you know what I'm saying, I helped raise him since he was like 2, 3. So
how do you implement, you know what I mean, put them in this situation? Do you bring them in? Do you train them? Do you keep them
this is how it started, right? So I'm doing my transition, learning the process, watching YouTube videos, buying equipment at the house. 'Cause I couldn't go to no gym. I had to watch them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Their mama and shit, she was working, you know what I'm saying, night type job, like in midday, like 3 to 11 type shit. She worked at call center and shit. She was transitioning. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that. I worked in warehouse jobs and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then, so I take care of them when I get off, and then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, get them. I like, let me buy some equipment. I bought that bag kind of like that, but it was like a little taller and filled with air, and it was like flexible and shit. So I started boxing with that. That's why I do a lot of boxing training. If you ever watch my page, I do a lot of boxing training. I do that to this day, you know what I'm saying? Learning myself, self-taught, do pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I put, you know what I'm saying, challenges out there for sparring partners because I can't get to the boxing gym. And I put money on it, you know what I'm saying, $100, let's go. And I do that. And then I got some weights, you know what I'm saying, just learn the routines, and that humbled the shit out of the motherfucker. Like I said, I was sitting there, you know, I worked at jobs, I'm one of the strongest in the job, I'm able to move around, like I said, I'm an athlete, shit like that. But then I started touching them weights again, like for basketball, like, whoa, damn, I'm out of shape. I mean, that's where the thing is, I told people that psychological change shit, because I'm like, you think you're tough and bad as a man until you run into somebody that do this shit on the regular. And it humbles you. It's like, all right, I'm way out of shape. If I ever got caught in a situation with the wrong motherfucker, you flex. Like I tell motherfuckers a lot of times, I think, you know what I'm saying, most people don't come to me in that type of way because they know it's going to be a lot to come with it, even if, you know what I'm saying, they in a fit shape. We respect people. When you in this shit, boxing, martial arts, lifting weights, and you respect people more because you know they went through something to be where they at. And you know there's gonna be something to come behind that if they really about that in their spirit. And some motherfuckers ain't, just so y'all know. But you know what I'm saying? It's other motherfuckers that you could tell and you look them in the eyes that they, you know what I'm saying, built a little different. And that's what another thing with my training is. I try to pit things in people's mind is like you have to have that type of self-confidence into yourself to know that you must protect yourself at all times and respect people at the same time too, because at the end of the day, you never know what somebody going through. And that's what a lot of shit going on in, you know what I'm saying, Richmond. We got a whole bunch of violence that constantly going on. It's because nobody knows what respect is.
That's it.
So that's another thing I teach too. So, but back to the story is, I'm like, all right, doing my routine, losing weight, and I'm doing this shit hard, like 3 hours, boxing 12 rounds, then lifting weights and stuff like that. Overcompensating goals, push-ups and shit like that. I couldn't do that as easy at that time, but doing that type of shit. Wow, like I said, my daughter grew up in this shit. As an infant, she was in the playpen watching me do all this shit, buying different equipment over time. Never thinking about training though, just working on myself. I'm like, I gotta get myself right, you know what I'm saying? It's no way that I should be like this at motherfucking 23, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And plus I play ball, I wanna play ball and shit, so went through that process for 3 years. You know what I'm saying, take care of my kids, building up my home gym, and just, you know what I'm saying, learning my craft. My first business, this is, you know what I'm saying, this is different trainers in here as well. This is not just, this is my place. This is Gridiron Gym, by the way, home of multiple trainers with different styles that you can always come to. It's on German School Road, off of Midlow, right by the AutoZone. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, check us out. We got multiple trainers.
I'm gonna be in this joint.
Everybody said we'll put tags in and all that stuff. I ain't gonna go without representing nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I'm gonna be on. We're gonna talk more about. I'm a person about shouting out people, supporting people, no matter what profession, and even if you is a trainer, I don't mind giving out, because we can't train everybody, but we try our best to, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, like I'm saying, when y'all stop, I'm like, y'all about that, let's go ahead and try to, you know what I'm saying, promote and support and try to get us, you know what I'm saying, out there. That's what I'm all about. So, trust and believe, if you go on my page, most likely I'm supporting hella other brands, other trainers, other industries. It don't matter, because I tell people everybody should be able to eat here. Everybody. Like I don't get that. That's one of my pet peeves is like Richmond is big enough for everybody to eat, man. Plus across the, you know what I'm saying, country and the globe, man. We all can eat some type of way. It's e-commerce out here. It's so many avenues. Like if you ain't found it yet, just search for it. It'll come to you. But yeah, so I did all that. You know what I'm saying? Just just working out. And then when I, you know what I'm saying, the bad part. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, what y'all hear? No, I'm just trying to New York so we can get some phone footage.
Yo, yeah. I feel that, yeah. I know how to go. Trust me, I content create on the regular, and I ain't even getting into that until like what I'm ready to say now. So go through that for 3 years. My daughter 3 years old. Me and the mom split up. Everybody, and since y'all related, that kind of goes in with what goes on. So sometimes it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Well, we was together for 7 years. 4 of them, it was just me, her, and her son. We good, and see my daughter, we was ready to split up at one point before she was born. Then I was like, all right, that's, you know what I'm saying, we gotta do, you know what I'm saying, what's best. And plus, you know what I'm saying, still was love there. But it just ain't work out again, so, you know what I'm saying, split up. You know what I'm saying? I just said, you know what, I can't deal with it because the path I was on, you know what I'm saying? And the fitness and things like that, she went with it. It was a lot with it.
That was a question I had.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We gonna go in. There's gonna be a lot of that. That's why I say I'm one of the ones that don't hide none of my faults.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell people, when you in this type of business, or for real, if any business, you gonna get a little obsession with it. Absolutely. I don't care what nobody says. If you want to be great at what you do, you gonna be obsessed with what you do. So of course in fitness, I tell people, you don't get like this without being obsessed with it in some type of way. If they say they don't, they lying. They fucking lying. There's no way you're gonna be having veins popping out your fucking forehead and you ain't obsessed with this shit. Like, there's no way around that shit. So yeah, I was obsessed with this shit, but in a good way. I know how to balance my life out, catering to it. Like I said, I'm working out of the house. I wasn't working out in no gym. So that's already in itself a compromising situation while watching my kids at the same time while working out and fixing the dinners. And it's not like there's no
I'm about to say, I've used dedication, but I can see what it could cost.
Yeah, it could definitely, you dedicated to it. Still in a session. You got Muslims that's dedicated Muslims. They do everything right. That's obsession. That's the same thing. You gotta have dedication and obsession. Like, look at Floyd. He was dedicated and obsessed with what? Being the best ever. So that's how I look at certain things. It's like, if you want to be in that realm, because everybody want to be rich. So you know what it takes to be rich, right? You're gonna have to work on that same craft that you're trying to build up. If you're a business owner, you're gonna be sitting there working that business till you can't work it no more. And who riding with you gotta ride with you. But you gotta also know to compromise, because it is trying to ride with you.
So you got any ones that started the business with you that are still here?
I started this and I just run with it. It's not right now. I got business partners throughout the journey of me doing this. I started in 2019, like I said, split from baby mama. I'm sitting there, my daughter mother. You know what I'm saying? I try to be more different on that. So, you know what I'm saying, split up. We weren't on no bad terms. I just left the situation. I left everything that I just had to go with my car and go with the flow and figure out where to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do that. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure out something else to do. I got another job, because the thing is, I lost my job and I lost saving money and everything right in this situation. It was like, God was like, I'm gonna build you up, all right. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, what the fuck am I doing? I got the gig, I'm getting double up on that, because I got the little part-time, I mean, not part-time gig, temporary job gig, and shit. They're gonna hire me on, that's nothing, you know what I'm saying? I work jobs and shit like that. So I'm like, all right, I gotta find another way to get some extra money. You know what I'm saying? Part-time job might not cut it. So I'm like, all right, I've been doing this personal training shit. I've been sitting there getting fit. This is when, around this time, I'm actually getting my best results of my life. That's when my abs started popping out. You know what I'm saying? I'm slumming under 200. You know what I'm saying? Went dumb with it. This is 2019 now, so you know, out there playing around and shit like that. With, you know what I'm saying? Being out there in the street, because I was with my baby mom from 19 to 26, 7 years, all my 20s almost. So I was a family man early, getting the house, chilling in the crib, wasn't really outside like that. I ain't get to go to college because I got caught up in the law beforehand, so I sit there and had to, you know what I'm saying, shake back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like just working and just being family man, just try to figure out shit. I try to be a cook, try to do barbecue places and stuff like that, like everybody before they was doing it. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, I ain't had too much help there because there's a lot of turnover, you got to deliver, and I was doing everything, and I was like, nah, this ain't the move, so I just took off that and just focused on the fitness shit and just building my money up the other way, shit like that, just stacking bread up, working, you know what I'm saying, daughter, mother was, you know what I'm saying, good on being a team player, shit like that, so we moved up in that round, but once I left that, I was like, all right, I got to find a new move, so I was like, I ain't gonna do the barbecue place no more because I don't even believe in that type of eating like that. And I couldn't feel conscious enough to sit there and be like, all right, I got motherfucking pulled pork, grilled chicken, you know what I'm saying, brisket and macaroni and cheese. And serving niggas and then look, I'm gonna be a personal trainer on the side. Like, no, it don't work. That sounds delicious, my dog. Look, it sounds good as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I can't fuck with that thing. So I was like, let me try the personal training thing. So I started studying being a personal trainer. That's the difference. A lot of people don't get in this motherfucking understanding. You got a lot of motherfuckers that know how to work out, know how to, you know what I'm saying, get their physique right, know how to do certain shit, but they don't know how to train somebody.
That's the difference.
And like I said, I've been a trainer all my life. I used to train my homeboys in basketball and shit like that. And people used to be like, why you got him teaching you this and you got the better, you know what I'm saying, you taller or you can shoot that, but like, because I know the game. People understand, like, certain coaches might not be that good at basketball, as in talent-wise, but they know the game and they know how to maneuver and do things and outsmart people. So that's one thing I used to do, and I got friends that could contest to that shit. And then, as I work in the workforce, everywhere I go, I'm the trainer. You know, I'm training everybody, and I'm teaching them, and they learning. Like, I know how to, I tell them a job is a job.
Yeah, straight up.
It's just do the shit or not do the shit. And then if you do this shit, just learn how to do the shit. And I'm always training somebody, so I'm like, I know how to train. They just, you know what I'm saying, they just gotta learn how to work with different people. So I just went off and just studied different trainers, all the high name trainers like Michael Jordan and Kobe trainer, and looked up boxing trainers, and then just looked up different routines, and then go off my experience. And then I just went off that, and then my first year, I just put out there, I just want somebody, anybody, I'd train you for free. I used to train at Planet Fitness just because I had the membership way back then, but I never can go, like I said, compromising. So I was like, that's it. I'm going to go in Planet Fitness, and they don't even allow this thing. So I'm like, I'm going to just finesse it some type of way. They don't be that many people in there going that thing. So I go on that thing, had people come there, like I had one dude named Nate, he was like 340 when I started. I got him down to 280, then COVID came. And that's when it really turned up though, because I was like, okay, y'all shut the gym down, bro, I couldn't make it. I had him doing pull-ups at 280, dips at 280, all that shit. The body weight movement, people don't understand. A lot of big people ain't gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
So I was getting them on that level because I know exactly how to do what I do. I can train with this without the assistant machine to train somebody to do pull-ups. It's just about if they're willing to go through the pain of it. And that's just reality of life too. Like that's one thing about fitness is for teachers, like it's just like a lot like life. Like it's gonna be hard. Which way you want? You want to be hard here or you want to be hard when you ain't doing this shit? Either way it's gonna be hard. But so 2020 came, so I was like, I gotta figure out how to make some fucking content though, cause I don't know nothing about none of that shit, recording video, editing, none of that shit. So my little cousin, him and his friends and shit, they just record for me and shit, and then they edit. But like I tell people, when I do shit, I don't just do shit. I'm gonna go at it like retarded. Like when I was back in the days, like, you know what I'm saying? When I was in mischievous ways, like motherfuckers we doing one thing, right? I ain't gonna say what it is, cause you know what I'm saying, we ain't got time for that. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? We might do it like, we might do one. Mama be like, man, I'm like, man, fuck that. We got another couple hours, let's do two. Fuck it, why not? Let's just do three. What we playing for? We ain't getting this to be no loved ones, man. We trying to we gonna do it up. That's why I named Big Dog Fitness for sure. Like, I don't do nothing love, fuck that. I'm gonna go full-fledged, so they weren't doing it fast enough. They taking a week, 2 weeks to get one video out, that's a minute, 2-3 minutes. I'm like, nah, see, that ain't how I flow. Like, nah, I'm not waiting all that time. So I was like, what the hell the program you using to edit this thing? I'm gonna do it my goddamn self. So told me what it was, InShot. I got a little fucked up at iPhone 7. By this time, motherfuckers on 12, 10, whatever. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure out a way to record. I started recording myself and learned how to record, and I started editing off that bitch, and I started just making content damn near every day. Like, fuck it. I don't care how long the video is.
You still use InShot?
Huh?
You still use InShot?
Yeah, I still use InShot to this damn day. Okay. And I still get content out faster than anybody. I put out 4 or 5 videos a day. You know what I'm saying?
I use it too.
Everybody should be using it.
But you should try KineMaster.
I've tried different ones. It's just about the programming. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this shit. I just, look. I just use whatever that I know I can get this shit done and put it out. But trust me, everything works out in itself. That's why I tell people, like, now I'm at the point where I'm not even trying to do it myself no more. I'm trying to have somebody that can consistently do it. Like, I done put out there, I need cameramen that just record this shit, so all I gotta do is edit this shit. Shit like that, maximize my time, because like I said, one man, we only get for so many hours. So like I said, shit, once I did that, I did it for a year on Instagram. I ain't even do YouTube yet. I just put videos out, whatever how long it is. It could be long ones, short ones, whatever. I just didn't care. I was like, I just gotta practice and put it out. And that's what also defeated the fear of, should I post this? What the fuck? Who you think you is to be worried about when? Just post it. If they don't like it, they don't say next. Delete that out. Whatever you want to do. I keep mine up there because you gonna see the retrospect of how I grew. You know what I'm saying? But some people they get all, what the fuck? Who you think you is? You ain't Nike. You ain't goddamn.
Shoot, I know people go back and look at our first episodes, and now I would hope you see the growth.
Yeah, I know. You get what I'm saying? Because I tell people, I be like, God damn, I was trash as a motherfucker, but I felt good then. Look. I was like,
we talk about that too.
Look, you would feel good as hell when you first fit that joint out.
I tell you, the first video we shot, bro, I critiqued myself so much. I'm like, yo, so you caught me like that too? Like,
bro, look, I be so hurt. I be like,
but after that, I was like, okay, put that shit out.
And just put it out. Just put it out, because at the end of the day, you gonna still keep going. Yeah. Like, what you plan on stopping? That's what I be talking about. What you plan on stopping after that one video? You think that's gonna be it? Yeah. That's gonna get you that million? Nah, that ain't gonna, even if you get the followers for that ain't gonna get you no money. You can still have to keep going. But motherfuckers be just so complicated. So I just did that for a year. I did like 50-something videos. I started at like, let's see, COVID happened. It was like March or something. Then it went to April. So I'd say from like April to June all the way to the beginning of the year of 2021. I just did nothing but Instagram, TV videos, whatever, because they ain't even have reels at that time, I don't believe. Just pitching shit out. And got, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, different people coming, stuff like that, work out with me. That's when I started training people at this, you know what I'm saying, warehouse and shit. Hold on, is that? Nah, that's the next following year. Nah, I just had people set up Planet Fitness once they opened the gyms up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I had like 4 or 5 people. I was charging bare minimum $100 a month, $10 a session. I think it was like $50 a week. I was like, fuck it. I just need somebody to come in here. They don't know me. They ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no real, like, stories yet. I'm still learning from 2019 to 2020. So, and of course, I put my progress. But truly appreciate anybody that started following me in 2019, 2020, because y'all some fucking truth.
Where you at now?
What?
Your followers.
Man, about 600 something. I started off with 0 to now I'm at 600 something. I just now, that's what I said. I just gladly I got that joint. That's what I said, because it grown. Every year it grows and stuff like that. So that's why I just, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate all my support, because them videos was horrible. And some of them days were long, some of them was dragging, but y'all motherfucker hit that like button, motherfucker. I appreciate all y'all. But then, you know what I'm saying, 2021, I first started doing YouTube. And I started off with just retrospect, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, all the things I've done for 2019, 2020, my whole story. And I just started making YouTube videos. Mind you, 2020, I was in a relationship, but you know what I'm saying, like I said, I was, for 7 years, I was a family man, faithful, all that shit. I got my fuck ups too. I was an infidel, I was out here. I was doing all kinds, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I was safe, but still, like, you know what I'm saying, I was not, you know what I'm saying, being what I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying, I was in a relationship back and forth with her, you know what I'm saying, throughout the process, so by this time, you know what I'm saying, we was gonna get spaces, but right when I started YouTube, that's when we, on that breakup, and it was a hard one too, nigga was hurt like a bitch, you know what I'm saying, so yeah, man, I tell a nigga, if a nigga sit there trying to act like he ain't been hurt,
My man, I appreciate you putting that on camera, man.
Yeah, that nigga be hurt, boy. Nigga was sick. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Got to move forward. So that's when I just turned up on YouTube. I made like a video, literally a YouTube video. It could be 3 to 5, 10, 15 minutes every day for like damn near 3-4 months. Like I just kept putting them out. And like I tell people, where I do YouTube is I don't give a fuck about YouTube. Because at the end of the day, to get monetized, to get some real money on that bitch, you need some hella subscribers. You need hella like views. Like it ain't just, if you get 100,000, you getting a big check. Hell no, that check gonna be small compared to what you think it is. But I was like, I'm gonna use it to keep marketing. Like I said, I use all my shit for marketing on it. Like I don't care about no numbers. I don't care about no likes. I don't care about it. I want them. I appreciate them all, but I'm not like focused on them to mess up my psyche. Because like I say, by training, it's big on being stress free. So then I just started cropping them. Like if I got 20 minutes of a video, I could crop that shit 20 times if I want to, and put it out on Instagram and stay in your face. You gonna know that I'm on there and I'm a personal trainer and I can train you. I show you the results of me, I show you the results of my clients. That's why I record my clients, put them on YouTube, put them on Instagram. I just keep putting shit out every day. Every day, pictures. I can sit there and screenshot a picture, put that bitch on there, put a quote. Whatever it is, I'm gonna be in your face. And also I'm gonna give you knowledge. Like I try to give as much knowledge, if it's from exercise to food, to the type of food, supplements. I really don't even go too deep into supplements yet because the supplement game is out of this world right now, especially with certain companies that's out here trying to promote this easy way out shit. Is not the case. They're not teaching you nutrition first before the supplement because that's the main key, and then you'll know what supplements are meant for. So that's another topic in itself. But that's what I started doing for the whole 2021. I just started putting out video. But then I went through injury, knee injury. I tore my meniscus and shit. Working at the job that I work at. You know what I'm saying? I work at a shopping cart warehouse, manufacturing, you know what I'm saying, of the shopping carts that y'all see every day. And I'm the receiving manager there. So I was sitting there, tore this jank up. So and then I went through a whole process of explaining that. But then I ended up getting my girl back, dude. But then we ain't together now. So it's just because of the business though. Like I said, my business, it brings a lot of stress in because I have to do so much on my own. I don't have no network like most people do. In personal training, majority of the time, you train the people that you either know or of the people that you know that they know. And a lot of people have bigger networks than I do. So I gotta keep on putting out stuff. Some people ain't gonna do it. They ain't doing social media like that. They go off word of mouth or they go off of maybe a basic business card or they profile or how they do it. Hey, teachers on, everybody got their way. I ain't got that type of network. I ain't go to college. So, right down back, I ain't got no college classmates. I ain't got no fraternity brothers. I ain't no sisters, none of that. What else? Shit, I don't be outside like that. Like most of the time, I'm focused in the gym. Like I work on myself and my, you know what I'm saying, relationship, whoever I'm with. So, like I said, people, most of mine come straight off social media. Or people from high school, or people from my past, or people that might see me walking by, or jobs that I don't work there, and they see like, oh, you started right here, you here, because every year my physique changes. I make sure I don't do no plateaus. I know exactly the science of everything in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm no more than anybody. I know what I know, and I know what I know that works. And I come from a whole different background than most. Most people either already was genetically gifted or they grew into their size. I was fat as hell and I created a whole different physique. Totally different physique. So that's my expertise, is I know how to change bodies. I don't know how to do no crazy exercise. I don't know how to do no fancy shit. I do what works. So if it happens to look fancy, it works. Either way, that's what I do. So that's mainly my story for real, is that I started like that. And it's grown every year just off of keep putting content out. Good people, I supply a great service. You're gonna get your money's worth. A lot of my clients, they already know that's what I scream out because they be wanting that shit to cut short. I be like, nah, you paid for an hour. We got 30 minutes we just did. We got 30 more minutes to go. I don't care if you tired. Yeah, like that's just how I am. I'm good at customer service. I worked at Walmart when I first started working. So you go get your money's worth. So, I can show you a couple things, like Go ahead, you got it on camera?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a couple things, cause like, the basic things, I like to teach niggas, man. Cause yeah, I'm a calisthenic. Like I do the weightlifting, I love weightlifting, I love bodybuilding. Like I love sculpting. I like to look a certain way for the summer. Like this man job, this is how I go about my whole training. This is how I try to teach people how you should be just long term. I do my shit in seasons. It's January 1st, like everybody else, to June 20th, which is the first day of summer. That's when I go in my lock-in mode for 6 months. I go 5-6 days a week, maybe even 7, depending on how I feel. Like I said, that goes into relationships. She worked with me for a long time, but it's a lot of shit that went on with that, besides the fitness for that. But she, you know what I'm saying, she was understanding that shit. So like I say, I do, you know what I'm saying, my lock-in, do my, you know what I'm saying, I want my chest to be sitting a certain way, I want my back to look detailed a certain way. Of course, the arms gotta hug the sleeves, abs, you know what I'm saying, the legs popping out, you know what I'm saying, got the hoochie daddy shorts isn't popular now, but I wear my little, you know what I'm saying, I like short shorts, I don't like the long ass shorts. We're not in 04 no more. Like, if a dude's still wearing them long ass shorts, I know he old. You didn't know it. Like, you gotta have at least a butt knee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real though. So that's when I care about my goals. And then summertime, just I'm a personal trainer, I like to focus in more on my clients than sitting there worrying about my workouts. So I only work out 3 days a week as of right now. So I do legs on Friday, I do chest and back calisthenics Saturdays. I'm out almost at every park in Richmond, just depending on how I feel. My favorite one is Jefferson Park down there on Marshall Street. But you know what I'm saying, if I ain't got the time, I might go to Sims, or I might go to goddamn Broad Rock, do they on their monk, but wherever, it don't matter where that river at. And that's why, like I try to tell him, I love calisthenics. A lot of guys don't do calisthenics as much as I do. So that's why I love it. But if the weather, I come in here and hit the weights too, or I do my calisthenics in here. And then Sunday is arms or shoulders or both. So pull-ups, and I explained it plenty of times. You gonna grab it up here, you can go neutral, you can go wide, you can go whatever. But you want to let that bitch hang first. Hit your chest, hit an arc in your back, then pull up.
How does that work for as a short person?
You can do the same thing with you.
He's short too, y'all about to say him?
I'm only 5'9".
I'm only 5'3".
You can get up there.
Bruh, no, I don't think I
And the thing is, when I'm a trainer, I can help you, assist you, so you won't have to strain, or you can use these.
Come on up here, the man in the mirror.
Yeah, wherever you feel comfortable. Just let yourself hang, and then I'm gonna guide you from there.
I probably ain't gonna be
I got you. Come on.
Let's go, man. You better.
All right.
Cross ankle. I'm about to say, yeah. My man.
Come on.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Hold on.
Pull it.
Pull it.
There you go.
My man.
Hold on.
One more. I got you right here.
You say you about to fall.
Just drop. But that's
Hey,
what
boy,
you
your
want
legs locked up, boy. Yeah, go
You
under.
want to go under.
That's gonna feel different. I'm letting you know now. I'm about to say, I'm letting you know now, bro. That's a whole different workout right there, bro. Come on, Shanti.
I don't know how to do it this way.
Cross your feet. All right. Now push against my arm.
That shit hard.
Let it down.
I ain't worked out in years. And then go back to say that first conversation.
Just push against my hand.
People that be doing this.
Oh yeah.
This ain't no game.
One more.
All right. Show out.
Shit, I'm 235, man. Fat.
Hey, I was 235 beginning of the year, bro. I was feeling over there. Yeah.
I was 234.
For real.
234, bro.
Yeah, you look good though, you know what I'm saying?
Man, hell no. I ain't do good nothing.
There you go, just like that.
So he gotta get up there.
Yeah, he got it.
Shit.
That's why your hairline receded.
But yeah, calisthenics is like one of the best things to do because it's natural movements, man.
Yeah.
If anything is to happen, you'll be able to climb to a window. Yeah. You'll be able to hop over some shit. You might be able to pick your ass up from off that ground if it falls. That's why I even teach my clients. I try to teach them the bare minimum of those. Then, you know what I'm saying, weightlifting. A lot of people don't like weightlifting. A lot of people don't like squatting. I'm known for squatting. I say squatting should always be in my routine. I'm gonna show y'all a simple way to squat for real. If you don't. So first, you get up on there, pop up. Boom. 1 step, 2 step. You want to have your good little base. If you're taller, you want to go wider. Keep your head straight. Now come on the side of me. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about when squatting. Don't ever do this and just drop your knees. No, even if you're picking up a box, you shouldn't even be doing it. That's how you end up having knee injuries. You want to bend at the hips first. You push your butt up. A lot of dudes don't like to sit there and understand that because they want to feel in their feelings. First of all, nobody's trying to fuck you.
Yeah, already.
Not in no gym neither. Stick your ass up. Then drop. Boom. Spread your knees out. And then pop up. That's the simplest way to squat. And you won't have to worry about extra pain. And if you're not doing legs, you will never have enough testosterone in your body as a man because this raises the most testosterone. And it burns the most calories.
Go for the squat and go for the bench.
Yeah, you can do the squat. That's it. So you get up under that.
Don't fart now.
And just pop up. I'm ready for the second.
They're going to slide out.
All right, walk. 1, 2. All right, spread your feet out more. More. All right, then bend with your butt first. Right there. You good? Keep on now. And come up. See?
That's
Easy.
not bad.
Yeah.
Of course it's not.
All right,
It
now
ain't.
go down just a little bit lower. I got you.
All right.
And come up. See? You got it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you squat. And anybody can squat if they do it that way. I had a torn meniscus and I was squatting 315. But a torn meniscus. Like that was before surgery. And then I started squatting 4 or 5 a month after surgery. So I tell people I got an expertise on squat form. Now I got my other partner, Easy E, you know what I'm saying? He on Instagram. We gonna try to get the 5 place. He already got there. He gonna help me get up there.
Yeah.
He's strong at 190, better. One of the strongest. So yeah.
I'm trying to stay my size, but to tone it up. Is that possible? Or I would have to
No,
lose weight?
you're gonna lose weight, but you're gonna build muscle at the same time. A lot of people think it ain't gonna happen, but it can happen. All right, so let's do the bench, right? You wanna do bench? Watch out. They got the box on the wrong side. Go about right there. Bench is another exercise that builds a lot of testosterone in the man, which is why, another topic, a lot of men are losing testosterone in this world. They need to be building it up. And that's why you want to have so many guys want to shoot people up because they lost their girlfriend.
Whole bunch of those.
Yeah, it's too much of it. I'm tired of it. One thing we should be arguing about, not no females or no dudes.
You got women that kill over the men too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it shouldn't be none of that.
One of them sitting beside you.
So, so when you get under a bench,
Bing, bing,
for
bing.
safety reasons, make sure that this part of the bar is even with your forehead or your eyes. Then you wanna get up under there, boom, hit the top part of your back on the pad. Your lower part of your back should be up in an arc. Just your butt down. This is how I go about it. Everybody's body different. That's one thing about free weights is that go off your body. So I put my thumb right up in here, right at that groove right there. Boom, boom. And it keeps you at a neutral grip and it's safe on your shoulders while also putting more emphasis on your chest to blow your chest up. Now, some people, they'll close their hands like this. Me purposely, I don't. But if you are a little weak in the forearm area, I would recommend you go all the way over. Or if you're lifting extremely heavy weight, whip your thumb over. But me, I'm just gonna do it just like this. Pop up, bring it over your chest. Not right here. You don't wanna kill yourself. Right here. And then you wanna tuck your elbows in a little bit and let it ride down. Don't go all the way down. Unless you're a power lifter, do not go all the way down. You lost tension on your chest, all you're doing is adding extra nothing on your shit. You want to work the chest, just keep it right there, then pop up. Pop up. Like a Michelin. That's how your chest blow up. That's how you get stronger. Now, of course, if you're going for PRs, you go all the way down, all the way up for full range of motion. But once you got a comfortable strength, boom, 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 boom. The key to my training is more reps than actual weight. The more reps you do, the better you'll look. That's just common sense. The more you do something over time, the better you'll get at it, the better you'll look.
People don't realize you can actually just use the bar. Yeah.
It's only 45, I mean, the bar is 45 pounds long, so yeah, you definitely just use the bar. So what you feel comfortable with on bench, bro?
175.
Yeah,
I got it.
You look like a buck
I ain't been in the game, but
You look like
I got a little retarded strength family.
Yeah, you can handle this shit. This is 95 right here.
He look like a buck 60.
Let me get some clip.
I'm gonna zone in on her face.
Let them not do it, but I believe they I don't have to sit there and thinking about the weight. But some people, hey, let them feed their ego a little bit. I don't judge nobody. All right, get up under there like I told you.
He should be able to yank that though.
All I'm gonna do is help you get off the bar.
You gotta lift your back up, nigga.
Yeah, get your arc in your back, because that's gonna make you work the chest. See, if you just going there flat, a lot of times you're just doing something and make yourself sore instead of working the muscle. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You got it.
Struggling.
Right there. All right, look.
No, it's just free weights, nigga. This shit gotta stabilize.
Right there. Don't go too far down. Right there. There you go. All right, now I'm gonna do a little something right. Keep it right there. Go up, go up. Right there. Don't go all the way up. Come on, right there.
Ooh.
Come on. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's how you blow your chest up. Just like that. But you got the difference from doing the traditional to doing it like that. That's why
gives you that burst.
I do more of a like penitentiary style.
try, right?
That's mostly prison niggas do it like that. That's why they the most biggest niggas do weightlifting wise, but they do most calisthenics now, depending on what prison they
That's why I said I ain't lift weights since then, because I was in penitentiary since I was 16, and it was only one compound with the free weights.
Yep.
Everything else was universal.
Yeah, or they just don't got nothing at all. Like, got a homeboy, he had the junk with the universal and then free weight. All right, hold on, get that junk even. I got you now. How about whenever you're ready? All right, right there. Don't go up, right there. Calm down. There you go.
Must have slowed down.
Yeah. That's how you work that stomach too.
All right. Breathe. 1 to the 2, 2.
Right there.
Said you gotta breathe. Yeah. The man in the mirror, we gotta get you right too, baby boy.
But yeah,
We gotta get the man. Look, he tried to get out. Look, he did 12 push-ups, man. He's back.
But it's fun though. Like when you get into fitness, it creates a better, confidence in yourself. And that's why I'm big on man, woman, or child. I try to, elevate people's confidence. That's what I'm all about. I'm a motivational person. I love motivating people. That's why I love being a trainer, is to be able to help people change their life and also motivate them that they know they can accomplish anything in life throughout hard work.
All right.
And that's just what it's about. That's just all it's about at the end of the day. Of course, I get paid for it. Of course, I love the benefits of it, of other things. But at the end of the day, it's always to help people, motivate people as well.
So I never got to ask this question on
Thank
camera.
you.
Yeah.
But how's your mental? When you woke up this morning, how was your mental?
My mental is always good. Always good. Because at the end of the day, it's another day to get better. Like, people get caught up in being upset and things like that. You can't control certain things. Even if it's like something that might be within you, that around you, you still don't have no control of it. Like, people's perception, you got a job, might not, go downsize, whatever. You can't control that part. But what you can control is what you do in the aspect of that. You know what I'm saying? You can go apply yourself to something else, learn a new trade, learn a new skill, of course, get another hustle. You know what I'm saying? Put your money into something, invest in something. Those are the things you can control. But anything in the outcomes and things like that, that's only going to happen off of whatever that case may be, that person, that type of, investment that you put in. They got to put their work in. But you have faith in knowing that you put your best effort, you always can stay positive. Because you know that you got another chance to do better in that regard. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense a little bit, but that's just how I wake up every morning. It's like, all right, I got this opportunity to do this. I can sell about this many shirts. I can train this many clients. I can book these many new clients. Getting this content out, creating that content, hopefully that reaches the next person, helps that person. That's how I look at life. It's positive. It's no negative, because we could be dead or not being able to make no money and be able to do nothing right now.
Straight like
Most
that.
definitely.
Yeah.
So from this moment forward, so we're gonna say what? 3 years from now, what's your mission?
My mission, about 3 years from now, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say hopefully, I should be grown, you know what I'm saying, bigger in clientele. Also, hopefully I have maybe a different space. You never know what my plans, but I know my merch is gonna definitely be growing more too. And of course, I got other endeavors I'm gonna be getting into that I can't really speak on yet, because I don't like to speak on everything, because the simple fact is you never know whose energy is on it. But trust and believe, I'm always thinking about doing bigger and better things. I got a whole new thing that's gonna be happening in the next few weeks that should be beneficial to what I got going on, as it getting me out there more into the world, more than just Virginia, because I want to represent Virginia outside of Virginia as well, because this industry is not just limited to Richmond, Virginia. It's not just limited to just training. I've got so many other ideas and more ventures that I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, I see myself just bigger within my brand and within personal training, helping people, and having more access to helping people.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Appreciate you,
Well,
bro.
we out
Man,
here,
I
man. We
appreciate
definitely
y'all,
appreciate
man. This
you,
was
bro.
definitely dope, man.
We had to come back out here for part
We
two,
gotta get that
man.
relationship later.
We had to make sure my man got to show us how great this establishment is.
Yeah,
man.
this is Gridiron Gym. Like I said, this
Gridiron
is on German
Gym,
School
man.
Road at Midlothian, off of Midlothian, you know what I'm saying,
You
right
said
there
what?
by the Outer Zone.
German school and what?
German School and Midlothian
What's the
Turnpike.
name of it again?
Gridiron Gym, and that's just what we on.
Great.
Relationship related.
Relationship related.